Hey everybody, it's Suzanne and welcome to my channel. Well, I had promised in one of the previous videos that I did, I said some of my dolls are in my bedroom on my dresser, the shelves that I have there, and those dolls go like way back, way back, and the 1990s and before, and some dolls are in my china cabinet. I didn't have any china to put in there anyway, so I just put my dolls in there. And then the other ones were here in the nursery. And I've been promising you all to, I was going to show you all my dolls. So, and a lot of dolls I gave to my granddaughters and friends, and I got sold some of the porcelain dolls and stuff like that, and I kept my favorites. So I stopped at my this girl that I know, that she's in the previous video, and she has a little like Granny's Attic kind of a antique shop, this and that kind of stuff, and I hadn't been in there a while, but I stopped in there. And she said, "Oh my gosh, where have you been, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Well, I've been busy with this other house getting it ready for the market." Told her the whole story on that. And I said, "I don't know, something isn't just right with me. I've lost my mojo, or something just isn't just quite right with me. And I don't know what it is. It's like sort of depression, but I've never really been a depressed person, so I've never been treated for depression. I've actually been pretty strong with all the things that I've ever had to deal with, and there was a lot, let me tell you that. But I've always been strong, you know, all my life. Got divorced and all this other stuff that happens, and I managed to get through it, and I don't have to go on, you know, antidepressants to do it. So this, where I am now, this feeling of dread, or this feeling of hopelessness, or this feeling of it's a terrible feeling. And I said it to a friend that I know, that I talk to now and then, and I said, "I don't know what's wrong with me. Something isn't right with me." And there is, like, I have read where, like, PTSD, like when people in the service, or people that have had traumatic thing happen to them, that once they get out of the service or they get away, they just don't feel like they've done enough. And I was thinking, I wonder if I just feel like I've just not done enough. And I don't know why I would feel that way, because I was over at that house working just every day. I gave up everything. I stopped doing videos here in the nursery. The main focus was that house over there and getting it ready, and it is, and all that stuff. But I mean, from everything from painting to carpets to the well pump, the, you know, submersible pump that went bad, to staining, to pressure washing, and everything in between that I did over there, I was overwhelmed. And then I said that, and I kind of feel overwhelmed, and then you're coming down off of this high into a low, and then you're just like up and down. And because this was all like by myself, and then I was mad because I had to do it all by myself. And I understand my feelings of I just have these feelings, but I haven't been over at the house now in a while, and I still am not right. And I mean, obviously I've not gotten back to the way I was doing videos. You can tell with that. So, like, what's wrong with me? And so it's like a depression, but it's not really, because I don't really feel totally like depressed. I feel pretty happy and stuff like that. And then on the other hand, I don't. And then it's not like bipolar or anything like that. I'm not like manic or anything like that. It's just this feeling. So anyway, I stopped in, like, I had did the video before this one, and I'd gotten that doll, brought her home, And so my friend stopped in to see how I was doing with the doll, and I said, well, gee, that's really nice of you. Or why were you so worried about the doll? And she said, well, because she's spirited. I said, oh, geez, you know, because I don't believe in it, you know, like totally believer and all that stuff. She said, well, you should be. With all your dolls, you might have a lot of spirits. And I said, I don't think so, but then I got thinking about it, and I go, you know, what if some of these composition dolls that I've bought recently in the last few months, or what if they're not getting along with my other dolls? And I started to like get this thing in my head and play it out in my head. Like, is it true that like objects can get not possessed, but spirits can go into artifacts or objects of some sorts, and then that for me would be AKA dolls. So is that really true that that happens? And do I have spirits? Because I'm starting to wonder about all that, because I've always been one to like shrug my shoulders and just, you know, dismiss any of that stuff. But then on the other hand, I've had some things happen, and they all are like spirited things. So my friend there was talking to me, Kathy, and she said that you might be sensitive to it and not really making use of it. You know, not that it's bad. I mean, there's no dolls like in the movies running around here with a knife ready to stab me or nothing like that. Not any of the demon stuff or anything like that. But if you have a troubled spirit or sad spirit or any of that, lost, you know, maybe I'm feeling some of that, because with the dolls, and I've gotten a lot of dolls in the last, I will say, 3 years. I've had dolls before that, and I collected dolls for a long time. I've been making my own dolls and getting in from the Reborns, going now into silicones and stepping it up a notch here. But I've got all these composition dolls, and they all somehow or another, each one has a special place in my heart. As you look at the videos like before that, I almost tend to like incorporate these dolls into my life. I'm very loving with these dolls, and I'm kind of sort of different than my friends are with their dolls and stuff. And I got thinking about all that, and I go, oh my gosh, I might be hitting on something here. So that's what I'm working on. My friend Kathy, she thinks that there's nothing bad. She's seen all my dolls, and I'm going to show you them in just a sec here. But she's seen them all. She's touched them. She's felt them. And she can sense things. And she told me she would help me and to get my senses polished up better, where I'm more in tune, and she's gonna give me some pointers on how you get listening, you know, to if your dolls are saying something. And so she's gonna help me with all that. So I'm kind of anxious and stuff to kind of learn all that. But anyway, so I've had the camera focused on the 3 dolls here in the back. Those are all compositions. I know this is a 1910 from Poland, and I don't know the background on some of these dolls other than they're 1920s, 1930s. This one here is a 1920s, and same with this. She is probably brings the spirit in. This one up here. So she's probably, since she's gotten here, things have been a little bit different, but all to the good. So, okay, let me just show you here, because I promised quite a while ago I would show you. And some you've seen, I know, but I put them all together because they were in the bassinet. And I put them all together, and I'm going to, some you have not seen, like this one. She was in my bedroom. That one was one that I got here a few months ago. This one was in my bedroom with the little beret on. She's so cute. And those two were in the living room. The grandma and grandpa, they were in the living room. And, well, you remember Betsy Wetsy. And then this one here, I got this year. Both of these I got this year. And these are the F&B dancing couple. They actually snap together, and they are called Dancing Couple. They're early 1930s. Same with this one, 1920s and 30s. Shirley Temple. And I've got a few Shirley Temples. Then the ones in the back are 1930s. So anyway, let me just do a wide shot here, and then I'll continue where I left off, I promise. So okay, so let's see here. Okay, to be continued. Okay, so a lot of those are composition dolls, and then of course there's the silicone. So there's Isaac, and let's see here, baby Unity, and there's my Carrot Top baby. Now the two sitting there with her are vinyl, but they are Kimberly Durden dolls. So, and I do have over in the carry seat, the one with the red bandana, of course that's Emma. You can recognize her by her shades. She always has to have her sunglasses on, I swear. And then she's looking in on Elise. Let me just see if I can get, oh, that's as far as I can zoom in. So that's Elise in there, and then the little one there, that's the little Russian baby, Olivia. I call her Olivia. Okay, so those are the silicones, except for Emma. Emma I made. She's one of my Reborns. Okay, so below Emma, there's a composition doll there. And then on both sides of her is Morgan and Christopher. Those are home interior dolls. I used to sell home interior, and I got them as, you know, gifts. And home interior gifts. So, you know, they're from the 90s. And then the composition doll over there by Olivia. That's the composition dolls. Most all of my composition dolls, I think I narrowed down to the 1920s and 30s. And I do not think there's anything there from 40s or above. So they're mostly based. And see, there's where I'm feeling that there's something there with that era of time. So, and I'm not sure, I haven't put my finger on it yet, but And I'm just telling you about it, and y'all think I'm nuts. Please don't think I'm nuts. I'm really not. But anyway, so that's this. Okay, so let me continue on here. I hope you're counting. Are you counting all these? So in the back row are Behringers. Okay, and then there's Penny, and Cece's next to her. And the little boy doll who never did get a name. Are you upset with me that I never gave you a name? With the little blonde hair and the two bottom teeth. You're so cute. And then, I have to raise the camera up here. So, those two are composition dolls. I haven't given any of the composition dolls names. I just go by who, if I know who, if they're branded and have a name on them, I go by that. Okay, so, then these are the two with the, well, they all got bonnets on. Let me just see here. Go back. The R&B doll is the one with the red dress, red on. And then I have the Noma doll. Where is she? Yeah. And she's down here. She's the F&B Noma doll. But, so she's old, very old, probably 1920s and 30s. Oh, I'm pretty accurate on that. Most of them are 20s and 30s. So, and my battery is getting dead. So anyway, I promised I would show you them. And I'm going to charge my battery up. And I'll be back. Okay, that was weird. I think that was probably the first time that I put a battery in that was in my battery charger. I put it in, put the little the card thing in, and started a video, and so quickly it got drained. And I think it's just kind of hard for me, I think, because I'm not a believer like of things totally 100%. I'm not totally 100% against it, but I'm totally not, I don't know what to think of it, but things are starting to make sense a little bit. So, and it's got me, you know, really curious as to a lot of the things that have gone on. And some of it you don't even know about because I didn't even elaborate on it. Just that feeling of, oh my goodness, that kind of like feeling like I'll just never get through this. So as you look here, and as I'm looking, I got them all together. I do get it that I got too many or something. Either everybody's not getting along. I don't know what it is. That was weird to say that. Because of course they are getting along. There's too many. There's too much. But, and not for me, there's not. I love all these babies. So, we'll count them up and have a grand total here, but this is something new for me, but not really, because on Morgan and Christopher, that's those two with one in the middle. Maybe the one in the middle shouldn't be in the middle between them two, as Morgan and Christopher are sister and brother. Maybe there's something there, I don't know. Anyway, they were with me, like I said, since the 90s. I got them home interior. When in the 90s, from 1990 to 2001, my husband, I got married and I lived with my husband in his house. And then we bought another house. But anyway, he was telling me, and he had bought the house in 1970s somewhere. And he was telling me, because I was the only one home one day, and the water in the bathtub, the water went on. And I could hear there was water on, and this goes back a long time, but and it was like you were taking a bath. You turn the water on, not the drip, 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 a little bit comes out, not that. Turn the water on to fill the tub. Now, what if I wasn't there? The tub would have overflowed, and like, oh my goodness. But I mean, I was there. I was the only one home, and I said, "But the kids home? No, they're not. Kids are not home. Did I do this? Did I turn the bath water on? Am I losing it or what? Was I going to take a bath?" And I didn't. Of course, I didn't do that. And then it was bothering me all day. And when my husband came home, I said, the bathtub, the water was on. Oh, he said, "That's George." I said, "Well, who is George?" And he said, "Well, that's the spirit that runs around here." I said, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me." So he said, "Oh, he's not harmful or nothing. He's good. He's all good." I said, "Yeah, all right." I said, "Well, why do you have it? Why, you know?" And he went on to explain the whole story about George wanders around. He sees him in the kitchen. He sees him in the dining room. He locks the sliding glass doors, and that's one of those locks like you have to take your thumb and you have to slide the thing over to lock it. And there's just no way that you could like shut the door and it would like lock by itself because it can't slide that way. So he's been locked out and everything, and then so George went too soon, I guess. He got killed in that house and stuff. And my husband tells me about when he was buying it, they had to get it all ready for people to come look at it. They had to clean up blood and everything. And he said it was gruesome and that. But I mean, all the while I was there, I never had any trouble. And I don't, you know, get like really into all that stuff. So at that time, and that was back in the 90s, but that's where Morgan and Christopher comes from back in that time, and it does kind of sort of make me wonder. And then I have a few other dolls here that came from that time, but there are so many new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40, I don't know, 40 is it. Now here's a little one. She's a little doll, but some of these dolls just go way, way, way back. But with 40, is that all? Oh, I have a couple over in the bookcase. 40. Couple over there. But anyway, yeah, so 40 something, I think. Oh, I have 3 on my table, on my work table. One is getting on new paint, and I have 2 silicones. But yeah, so this is the 40 plus. I think it's 40 plus dolls. But which one, if any, or what, it's with the spirits, I have no idea. I have to rely on Kathy for this because she's the one who knows so much about it, but she tells me I'm sensitive to it. So if I'm sensitive, she says that's a good thing because I should be able to pick up on stuff. I forgot about this one in through here. This one. This little baby doll. I just have to figure out how or something. But I have a haunted nursery. I'm kind of sort of wondering. You know, I wouldn't say yes, I wouldn't say no. I'm kind of sort of wondering because I have more, like my mom was, she had to have the house blessed. She with sage and burning sage and all that, and I thought she was cuckoo at the time. But I will get in the closet and I will bring out some photographs that the paranormal people took of the barn. And actually that's the one I was telling you in the other video. If you go into my past videos around October, November time, I did a orbs thing. It was a video, and I used the pictures that she gave me because they were all by the paranormal psychologists, paranormal investigators from Buffalo University, from the state of up in New York where I used to live. So it was Buffalo State University. They have a paranormal division, and I'll tell you more about that with the hospital that I worked in, which, you know, a lot of people die in a hospital. But that also was I'll tell you more about that another time. But she had those guys come, and it wasn't like Ghostbusters, or it wasn't like the ones on TV on the Travel Channel, I think, but it wasn't the famous ones, just a group from Buffalo University. But they came and they took all the pictures, and there was like so many orbs and things and stuff going on in the barn. And the house was haunted too, or not haunted like Halloween spook movie, not that kind of haunted, just had a presence in it, but was never dangerous or anything. So that's a good thing. So I do have that, like, but you know, even with all that, I just never really got into it. And then here my friend down here, well, you all know that I live in North Carolina now, not New York, but she said that the doll, she felt it right away, but she's been doing that a while. She felt it right away, and she's real sensitive to you know, the spirits and stuff like that. And she says, I have stuff going on here. I just need to get sharpened on my senses. I said, oh, okay, fine. So she's supposed to be helping me. But you know what? I kind of sort of think, because I do have strange feelings. I just don't know what they are. So I just say they're strange feelings. But they could be here with these children here. And yeah, some stuff does happen, though, I have to admit. So anyway, time shall tell, huh? I'll keep you abreast of what's all going on. But I did promise to bring everybody together and show you. And let's see if I can like zoom in or zoom out, or how do I zoom here? Yeah, so I'm going to leave you with, starts there. And of course the silicones, I don't never feel nothing from them. They're just, I love them. But yeah, but the rest are, and Emma, she's fine. I mean, I made her, she's fine. But the rest is kind of question mark. Ding! Question mark. So, yeah. So that's, I said I would get everybody together. And I'm going to take roll call here when I shut this off. And I will put the grand total up now. And so I did my promise now. I showed you all the babies except for a couple that are, oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh. Them. All them little elves. And they are new as well. So maybe something, I don't know. I don't know what to say about these guys. They are kind of sort of odd. But no problem or anything. But there's 3, 6, 8. So, and if you remember, I just got them here earlier in the year. So I don't know. I have to see. I gotta get Kathy up here and have her play with the. They've never been out of the box. Maybe that's why they're mad. Oh, and Raggedy Ann and Andy, I have them up there too. Oh, Oscar the Grouch. Oh, forgot about Oscar up there. He's just special. And then they have Raggedy Ann and Andy up there. I forgot about them. Well, I think that just about does it. I'm not sure. There's one that I said I didn't have. Hope she's not mad at me. And this just my shoes and a couple of babies that are giveaway babies. But, okay. See? There is something. I'm just not sure. Just not sure at all. But now you've met everybody. I'm pretty sure you've met everybody. So, who has get spirited? I'm not going to use the word haunted because I don't really believe in that. But, you know, haunted is haunted. But spirited, who has spirit, you know, who's a vessel for someone? I don't know. I have to figure it all out. And Kathy will help me kind of get my feelings kind of sorted out, I guess is how to call it, because I don't know the vibes or the feelings or whatever that I have, what they are or whatever. So, it's all to be continued, I guess. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget, give me thumbs up, comment if you have any spirited, haunted things going on, or do you believe in that, or no, yes, you know, whatever. And if you have anything, any story or anything. And the grandma and grandpa over there, there's something with them. I know that for a fact, because I just feel it with them. I don't know what the story is, but anyway. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Have a wonderful day, and may all your dreams and wishes come true. Bye for now.